Thanks, Max. Hi, Bruno. Always nice to see you. Hi, Bruno.
Hi. Sorry.
Look, we'll get the transfers out of the way early. We know this week there have been discussions about Adama Traore's future at the club with another team. How important is it that this issue around Adama gets sorted soon?
I think it's depending of what is best for each one, for the player and for the club. So I don't see any difference in his behavior, in his mentality, the way he work. So I'm happy with him. He continued the same player, and until the end of the month, as you know, he just have one more year left. The club talked with him, and he talked with the club, and they will decide the future. So I'm happy with him. There's the only thing I can say. And until today, his focus is ready. And what a good example is one more time the way he jumped from the bench and helped the team with his first goal. So that's a good example of Adama and the relationship between me and Adama.
How difficult is it for you as a head coach to plan, though, not knowing if Adama will be here at the end of the month?
I don't think about it. So I don't think about it. What I'm thinking is the next game. So it's going to be a hard game, and we try to prepare in the best way because Brentford, they're a strong team to play against, especially at home. If you notice, every team go there and they play every time well at home, and that's the thing. My intentions, my focus is every time for the next game, and I don't think about if I have Adama stay with us or not. So for now, he's with us, and him and the other players. So I'm preparing the game with him.
I know we ask you this every week in January, but do you expect Wolves to be busy this week trying to sign players before the deadline?
Look, we already signed one, Chiquinho. So Chiquinho is a good player. The club followed him a long time ago, I think 1 year ago. So it's a player for the present and is a player for the future. That's the kind of things, that's the kind of players the club should look at. So players for now and for the future, but also, as you know, we need also some good players for now to build that team we want. But the main point is to continue the way we are working and to help the team to improve. Our best players stay with us. Some players are recovered from injuries, so we can see now Johnny with us, Pedro a couple of weeks and also with us, Jordan with us. So this is the most important thing for now in the moment, to try to understand which player is the players to build the stronger team we want.
You say Pedro will be back in a couple of weeks, but you mentioned Johnny there is back with you. How's his recovery going, and how difficult is it to manage considering he's had 2 major injuries in the last couple of years?
Oh, it was very good. So the target now is for him. The first step is after when he's involved with the team and training with the team, is for him to win confidence and to be comfortable. So, and just today I talked with him, be comfortable. When you feel that you are ready and you have full confidence, we can push more from you. And so for now we go day by day. So today he did all the session. Yesterday he did for the first time, he did all the session. So I'm very happy because I have one more player in our squad.
After the Brentford game, you have a gap of a week. What's the plan for you and the players, considering it's been such a busy schedule over the last 2 years?
Look, I won't give some days for the players. So they need, and they deserve some days because these guys are working very hard. Since 9 o'clock, sometimes until 2, 3 o'clock, the guys are here in the building. A lot of meetings, a lot of trainings, a lot of good things I can see game by game. They are doing well every time with a big ambition to play with my ideas and to grow up as a team. So that's why I have planned this 2 weeks ago, and they already know what's going to happen. I will give some days for them to be with their families, with their kids.
Thanks, Bruno. I hope you get a break too.
Thank you.
Hello, Bruno. You okay?
Hi.
Bruno, I promise this is just a last question on Adama. Was the bid from Spurs a little bit cheeky in terms of the valuation? Because, you know, with all due respect, Adama is probably worth maybe double what they've offered you initially, isn't he?
Look, I don't know how much they offer, and I don't know really, I'm telling you the truth, if they did any offer. So I will not talk about money because money is not for me. What I can see, we have a top player with us, a lovely guy. Adam is a lovely guy. So, and this is about, sometimes it's about business. I remember how much Tottenham protect their main striker, Harry Kane, in the beginning of the season with the big offers, and they protect the player to stay with them. And we will protect our player because we believe a lot in Adama. So that is business. That is business. It's not my concern about talking about that, but I will protect my players. And for me, they are, the way they work, the value for me is very high.
Brentford, Bruno, you've obviously on a 5-match unbeaten run with a win against Manchester United and Chelsea. But will this Brentford game be the most difficult of your recent run because of the way they play, especially at home?
You can say that. I think we can say that because it's the next game. It's the next game. So it's important and it's difficult because it's hard place to play the same way when the opponents come to play against us at home. They understand it's a hard place to play. So they are a strong team. They are a strong team. The way they play, the way they press, and we need to go there with that mentality, with personality, to play our game and to win the game. That's the most important thing, is to go there, to play our game and to win the game.
And in your opinion, you're on a great run, but can the team play even better and be even, are we seeing even more quality in the coming weeks and months as they get on this run and as they sort of implement what you're trying to do and you get those injured players back?
Look, I believe every time in that. That's why we work, and we cannot see the way the team grew up just like that. So we start in one position and go there. So if you remember, sometimes we have some good games, and between these games and this run, we have some games were not so good as a performance, but this was more like a solid performance. Like a good example, like Brighton. Brighton, it was a different game than the game we played in Old Trafford. So the most important thing is for us in each moment, every time we do a good answer, and depending every time against the opponent. So for me, what's more important is to see the little things, and especially more now. And it was the challenge when we start this month and they start this new year, because the team are doing good. They did good performance, but sometimes I can remember games against Crystal Palace, the games against Norwich, it wasn't not so good performance. So the thing from this year, the challenge is to come with personality to play our game, but with more consistency. And the team are doing a good answer. So in December we play against Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea with that way, consistency, and we start the new year with that. So good performance against Man United, Sheffield United, and Southampton. So that's the thing I want. It's the word now is called personality, to play our game. Don't be afraid to have the ball, to play our game, and consistency in our performance.
Just finally from me, Bruno, I want to ask you about your goalkeeper, Jose Sarr. Is he currently, in your opinion, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League with his form?
Every time I have difficulties to answer that, who is the best, because what I want for Jose, for all the players and not for my team, I don't want to be the best just for one day. So Jose just come, he replace our national goalkeeper, Rui, is doing very well. What I want from him is the same what I said for the players and for the team, consistency. So I don't want to be the best for one day, for 1 month, for 1 year. I want that's the challenge for him here is to one step in his career and consistent in the performance. That after the good things will come.
Best of luck, Bruno, for the weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Mike and then Aaron, please, if you have a question, but obviously no more Adama speculation, please.
Okay, thanks, Max. Hello, Bruno. When you've got a player like Johnny, for example, who obviously you were just saying you've been talking to, and he's missed so much football, about getting the timing right. And you were just saying you were talking to him about when he feels ready. But I'm sure there's part of him that wants to play straight away, isn't there? So how do you have to hold a player back sometimes?
Yeah, of course. But in this case, Johnny comes from the second surgery, so I think he is the best. Is the best to understand his body. So that's why every time, for now, is to give confidence and to give him time for him to express himself, how he feels every day. So when he's do that, and after training 1 or 2 weeks with us, we can see how much he's ready or not. But it also need also us to tell every day how he feels, to be confident and feel comfortable in the training.
It's an area of the pitch in which you actually have quite a lot of competition, because Marcel has played there, Ryan Aït-Nouri has played there and done very well. And you've got Kiana Hover as well. So you really do have some very good players to play wide now for you.
That's the main thing, Mike. Since the first day, that's what I want from the squad. So that's why I said just not for Johnny, for Jordan, for Pedro Neto. When they come, they need to work hard, because these guys are working hard since the first day. So I respect because they have long time without playing, without training, with injuries. But now they need to come and they need to show me every day their talent and to show me every day their ability to compete for one place on the team.
Can I just check, is Ruben now back with you? Obviously, he was missing last week, wasn't he?
Yeah, he started training. He already started training.
He's okay.
So he feels comfortable.
That's good, because I was going to ask, because it's an interesting difference in midfield when you've got, obviously, Leandro is a different kind of player. You've got 3 very good midfielders, and they're all slightly different. And when you have to make a change like that, I wonder how much you have to change your style of play, or whether you just carry on.
We don't change too much. I think the only thing like you said, they are different profiles. They can give little things. So Ruben is, I think, for his position, is the best player to play as a first midfielder. But after João and Leandro can play there, but they give a lot of things. If I put Leandro there, if we don't have his control, he appear in the box to try to score 1 goal, and they don't do the balance the way Ruben does. If João play as a first midfielder, maybe he can link for the game more shorter. Ruben can give us shorter and longer. So we don't change too much, but they can give us different profiles.
Okay, that's lovely. Thanks. Good luck, Bruno. Thank you.
Hi, Bruno. Just
Hi.
one question from me. Currently, you have 3 games in hand on some of the teams above you. And if you won all those 3 games, bearing West Ham's results as well, you'd be level on points with them, which means you'd be in 4th spot or just level on points in 4th spot. Is this something that you've sort of thought about, that maybe you could achieve Champions League football this season?
Aaron, I understand your question, but for me, it's very hard to answer a question when you start if. So if it means a lot of things. So I think the main thing is we need to go for this game with the right mentality to play the game and win the 3 points. Because in this life, everything change so fast. So it's for me, it's game by game. We go next game, next challenge, try to win the point, and after we will go. So it's very hard when you are in this side to we're gonna win the 3 next points, 9 points, and we'll be there. And if. So it's too many ifs. So I prefer to go next game, focus on the next game, and that's why we work hard this week to play against a strong team and a hard place to play there.
That's great. Thank you. Good luck for Saturday as well.
Thank you.
Brilliant. That's it for the broadcast.